Hey guys, it's Drek, and this is of course the Nerf Zombie Strike Hammershot. Now this is the finest Nerf pistol that's probably ever been made. It's one-hand primable, it's very easy to articulate, it's fun to spin, and just really a joy to use in addition to having just phenomenal performance. So it is of course a 5-shot Zombie Strike revolver with articulating barrels, and it's just sweet. There's not much more to say about it, but why are we doing a combos video on it? Because we're ballsy on this channel, and I thought that we could pull off a combos video with no front barrel attachment and no stock attachment and a singular in-strike rail. So without any more like beating around the bush, let's try and do something cool. We're gonna hybridize all the styles that I've experimented with and do a Hammershot Combos video. Go! Time warp. So this is the don't you wish it was a hammer shot, but it isn't. So sad. 6 shots, a third of the range. This is the Cherrylicious, and if you don't get that joke, don't worry about it. But this is for the people who love their hammer shot so much they don't even want to take it out of the package. That said, the hammer shot is still marginally functional. When in the package, you can see that we're doing some really cool side shooting action as we blitz past the actual ammunition. Of course, you can't take the stock darts out of the package because that would ruin the virginity of it all. So this is the Skywalker, which was my first attempt to integrate tritium vials into a hammer shot. It's currently in the hands of a commissioner because I made it specifically for them, but in addition to having just an ultra sweet metallic starry enamel paint job, it's just a really cool blaster. The combination of the tritium vial on this side and this side gives us a really interesting aesthetic that glows day or night no matter what, and when you spin it, it gives you a data disc, which is kind of sweet. So this is of course the Fanger 3.0. Fanger because it's featuring a Krylon matte burgundy or Fanger red paint job and a full leather grip. It's just a regular hammer shot with all of my usual overhauls, twice as powerful, super duper sweet, and a lot of fun to paint like this. It's also an attempt at detailing the Nerf logo, which is, your mileage may vary. So I call this combo Limbo. This was another commissioned build where I had to make one demonic and one angelic hammer shot. The contrast in paint jobs fits the contrast in names. While they both perform very, very well and hit very, very hard, this is Nox and this is Lux, and together they kind of put you somewhere in the middle. So welcome to Limbo. So this is the Baton, which is of course a early hydro dipped work of mine. It features the Nosferatu's hydro dip job, and of course it's a something tool of Nerf, which is super duper sweet, and you're going to need a baton if you're going to lead the Black Parade, but it features a very aggressive forward trigger because I used an integrated hammer shot trigger, and of course this isn't a hammer shot shell. It's got kind of like the heart of a hammer shot with that trigger, and then of course an actual hammer shot's priming hammer so that it's very low profile. Hopefully you guys will be able to catch that as I get closer, but that's a super duper low profile hammer that almost has grazed off some of the paint here, and then just a very aggressive forward trigger pull here. Makes spinning very difficult as you cannot go this way. You'll hook it and it hurts real bad. You'll just have to take my word for it. This is the Rootinest Tootinest Nerf combo, Zombie Shootinest. This is a carbon fiber hydro dip job that I outsourced, so it's really sweet, with the blaster parts or the German full metal kit and a leather wrap. I don't normally sport this one. I usually loan it off to a friend, but I think that it's pretty sweet, and so I wanted to share it as well. But I have a personal version of this blaster that hits just a little bit harder. This is the Argonaut, and it's an ultra sweet hammer shot that I use for virtually everything that requires stock ammunition. It is my very trusty sidearm because here there be monsters. Anyhow, you'll notice that it's in a seemingly left-handed holster, despite the fact that I am right-handed. That's because I like the dramatic flair that a cross-draw holster gives you. So it's sitted like this, and then it draws like so. Now, the hammer shot itself has an ultra-sweet Sea Monster print, which was hydro-dipped on by myself, blue lacing in the form of a leather thong, and a full leather grip. It also has the blaster parts, or again, the German Hammershot kit. Now I like the German Hammershot kit for my regular sidearm because frequently the first shot I prime and fire regularly, and then the second shot I just fan fire off because I'm speedy quick like that. But that's the Argonaut. It's super duper sweet and I like it a lot. Hopefully you guys can catch the hydro dip job on there. This is the 7-shot special. It comes to us all the way from China. Seemingly regular Hammershot, but with a black cylinder. Why a black cylinder? Because, count them. That's a full 7 shots in 3D printed Nerfy goodness, and how do you beat that? Blah. So this is the hashtag deal with it. I told you that I could make it work, and I managed to fit in a super clickbaity combo. So of course we have everything here, from an ultra sturdy stock, how do you beat that, to full functionality, by which I mean 0 functionality, but you don't really need it because you'll note that there is a perfectly attached in-strike hatchet so that you can just like beat your enemies to death. Like, forget flinging foam, why not just like attack with foam? That said, if you do manage to get the functionality of this working again, you have multiple foregrips for all of your aiming profile needs, extra darts up top in the storage section, a collapsible shield. Shield is of course for close quarters combat so you don't get splattered, and then the scope is of course to increase your magnification. With all of this extra barrel, you really want to be taking your enemies from long ranges. In fact, even in melee mode, you want to be taking them from very far away just because you have that option. It's such a long blaster. Why wouldn't you attack from a distance with a blaster this goofy? So that is of course the INB4, the hashtag clickbait, and the it wouldn't be a Nerf combos video without something just wholly ridiculous. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
This is... I don't want to be in a combos video.